Hi, welcome to this video on basic Excel charts part 1. In this video, we'll be looking at the various types of Excel charts, at least the basic ones. Then we will now look at two chart types in this video, the column chart and the bar chart. Both of these charts are usually used to compare performance. Now, the basic charts that we have in Excel are the column charts and the bar chart, which we're going to treat right now. Now, in the next video, we'll be looking at two other primary charts or basic charts, which is the line chart and the pie chart. Now in this video we'll see that we have some basic data here, which is staff and their sales performance quarters 1 to 4. Now the first assignment we're going to do is to prepare a column chart for quarters 1 to 4. Now each time you're preparing a chart, highlight the data you're going to plot on the chart. So I'm going to highlight here up to quarter 4. I've isolated the total because we are told for quarters 1 to 4. Now, having highlighted that, you click on the Insert tab. If you click on the Insert tab, you see a group called Charts, and we're doing a column chart. So hover your cursor up until you see Insert Column or Bar Chart. You click this and you see 2D column, 3D column. Now let's select the 2D column. Now if you select the 2D column, your chart comes up this way. Now, the moment your chart comes up, Excel will assign default colors to each to the bars, depending on the category. So here now we have 4 quarters. Each of the quarters is assigned a different color. So we have blue representing quarter 1 and the other colors representing each of the quarters. Now, the moment you have your chart, some basic things will have to be done. The first thing is every chart you draw must have a title. So you have to insert a title into this chart. Now you remember that we said what you have up here, they are called the tabs. Now the moment you draw in a chart, another chart group will come up. Now you have this chart design and format. You have chart design, format, and to the left you have the chart layout. Let me click on this. We have the chart layout. So each time I select the chart, this group come up, the chart design, format, and then the layout. So I want to insert a header on this particular chart. So I click on my design, and then to the left I see my chart layout. But you can actually do all this using this. If here you have the plus sign, if you click on this plus sign, you see all that you can actually insert. You can insert chart title, the axis, but I usually prefer using this. This is richer. So I click on this and I'm saying I want to insert a chart title. So I insert for the purpose of this, I want to take above chart, and I click on this. The moment you click on the chart title, you see the dots right there. So go straight to typing without touching any other key. So I want to assume the title of this chart to be sales performance. So I just type sales performance, and I press my enter key. Now the moment you press your enter key, the sales performance comes as your chart title. Now because this is a chart that have axis, I will also have to label the axis. Now to label the axis, you go back to your add chart element, and then you see axis title. So we're talking about axis now. You have vertical and the horizontal axis. So if you click on this, you have this shown. So this side is having the staff. So I'm going to type staff. I type staff and I press enter. Now staff comes up here. I still have to label this axis, which is a volume of performance. I go to this place, I click on axis title, and I take the primary axis, and I take volume or value, as the case might be. I type volume. So now this is how to label the axis. Now another thing you get to know about chart is that they came with default colors, and these colors can also be changed. So if I want to change the quarter 1 from blue, I click on the blue bar. The moment I click on the blue bar, you notice that all the blues have been highlighted with the dots on top of each one. So whatever I do now will affect this. So I want to change the color. I go to my format. Click on format. You will see shape styles. Under shape styles, you will see shape fill. If you click the drop down, you see series of colors. So if I'm taking that to green, let's take green accent darker 25%. I click this. Now you notice all the blues have changed. Now you can also change any of the other colors. If I click on this, you see I want to change this to another color. Let's take something this way. Yeah, now I have changed that color. It's a little bit too close to this one, no problem. Now I can also change the background color of my chart. Now to change the background color, click at the top of the chart. Now you have your dots around the chart. Now at that point, whatever I'm going to do will covering the whole chart. So now you can see whatever I'm doing is hovering around the whole of the chart. Now please always select colors that are not too bright so that you don't make your chart not to be beautiful. So I select this. This is not too much of a bright color. This is okay. Now another thing you get to know about chart is that you can decide to change the format of your chart. So I click on this, and each time I click on this, remember I said once you click on this, your chart this comes up. Your chart has this, your format, they all come up. So now if I want to switch, now I have my staff under here and have my volume here. I can decide to switch the rows and column by coming here and I click switch rows and column. Now look at my volume is still here. Now I have my quarter instead of my staff. So staff now become my legend. If I want to switch back, I click switch this and I can also switch back. So I have staff coming here and then quarter being the legend. So you can switch between that. Okay. Now that is for a column chart. Now if I want to draw a bar chart, it's the same procedure. Highlight the whole of this place like we said, and now instead of selecting a column chart, you select a bar chart. Now this is a bar chart. So the same procedure, you just select a bar chart and you can do every other change, the same approach that you have done. Now one thing I want to talk about chart is drawing a chart for columns that are not close to each other. I want to draw a chart for this and the total. So highlight this, you hold your control key, click on the total and hold your shift key and highlight the total. Now you notice I've highlighted only these two, which means if I'm drawing a chart now, I'm going to draw a chart for only the individuals and the total. So this is their total performance. I have isolated quarter 1 to 4 by simply holding my shift key, my control key and clicking on the next one. That's how to draw your chart for columns that are not staying side by side. Now let's look at this information. We're going to use them in the next chart for our pie chart and our line chart. For now, this is what we're going to take under the bar and line chart and the column chart. Thank you for listening.